Good morning. It is a Monday morning. We are right at the start of a brand new week. And we get to meet here and dive into the week together. Hope you've had a great weekend and that you are ready to jump into this week with us. We have a new teacher for this week. Jack Cornfield will lead us into every meditation this week. If you're not familiar with Jack Cornfield's work, do a search for his name and see what he's done. Many books. It's been around a while. Beatrix, very good morning. Happy Monday. It's great seeing you. Danae, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to this new week. Let's get into today's message. Our teacher this week is Jack Cornfield, who spent the years 1967 to 1972 becoming a monk in Thailand and Burma. Since 1974, he has been teaching meditation worldwide and was instrumental in introducing Buddhist mindful practices to the West. Standing at the start of a new week, looking ahead, here are some thoughts from Jack to reflect on. Somebody, good morning. Happy Monday. It's great to see you. The first thought from Jack Cornfield today is, the heart is like a garden. It can grow compassion or fear. It can grow resentment or love. What seeds will you plant there? And that'll be our theme for stepping into this week. What seeds are you planting in your garden this week? Because it could be either. It could be fear, could be love. And we have some control over the seeds we plant and water in our garden. We have the power to cultivate the inner landscape of our hearts. Each experience, thought, and interaction becomes a seed that we sow. Over time, these seeds grow into the very essence of who we are. As we embark on a new week, what kind of garden are we nurturing within? Will it be filled with vibrant blooms of compassion, forgiveness, and love, or will it be choked by weeds of fear, anger, and resentment? What seeds will you plant in your heart this week? The next thought from Jack Cornfield is, wherever you are is the perfect place to awaken. This moment is the exact place to practice compassion and loving awareness. You have all the ingredients to breathe and find freedom just where you are. I love how he says that. You have all the ingredients to breathe and find freedom just where you are. The next thought from Jack Cornfield is, may I be given the appropriate difficulties so that my heart can truly open with compassion. Imagine asking for that, he says. I appreciate this reminder from Jack as I step into a new week. There is no growth without facing some difficulties. So instead of trying to avoid stumbling blocks and obstacles, I'm asking, please send me the appropriate difficulties. Help me remember that there's no there on the horizon where I will finally be enlightened, but that right here, right now, facing what is right in front of me is the perfect place to breathe and create an inner spaciousness from where I can see with more clarity. Maggie, a very good morning. Happy Monday. It's awesome seeing you. Jack Cornfield reminds us that the heart is like a garden. It can grow either compassion or fear, or resentment or love. What seeds am I planting in my heart this week? Here are kind of, intentions that I want to set for myself this week. I will not act in fear. I will stop and I will breathe. I will not look away and I will see. And then I will consciously choose the action that is the true expression of the being that I am. I'm not creating in fear. I am creating in freedom. This week, I choose to see all obstacles as appropriate difficulties. I love that term. May we receive appropriate difficulties this week. The kind of difficulties that can remind us that I don't have to wait for something to happen someday. Right here, with the difficulties I'm facing right now, is the time to stop and breathe and find clarity. Colette, a very good Monday morning to you. It is so good to see you. Hello. Right, if you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's slip off on today's journey together. Let's start with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, while you feel your body rise with every inhale, and feel your body fall with every exhale, we'll have a conversation about what exactly you're doing right now. You are taking your body by the hand, you are sitting it down, and you are saying to this body, "Body, here is how I want us to do this." You are reminding your body to breathe and to soften. cornfield's reminder is, wherever you are is the perfect place to awaken. Whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're dealing with today or this week, every moment, this moment and every moment this week is the exact place to practice compassion and loving awareness. You already have all the ingredients to breathe, and through your breath to find freedom just where you are. And that is exactly what you are doing right now, reminding your body that we're not waiting for something on the horizon to eventually come closer before we find, finally, we have peace. Finally, we're experiencing freedom. You're letting your body know that right now we have the ingredients, all the ingredients we need in any situation to stop, breathe. And if you find that you can breathe, if you find that there is room for your chest to rise and fall, there is room to fill up the balloon in your belly and slowly let that air go. Well, if there is room to breathe, then there's probably more freedom than we have thought. We are free to choose whether we grow seeds of fear or whether we grow seeds of love. And ultimately, that is the only freedom we need, because it is the ultimate freedom. Living a life in fear or living a life in love. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left. Forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, bring your attention to your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left. And be gentle, don't go too far, but feel where the edges of your back muscles are and gently lean into those edges. Now on the right, lean your upper body over. Feel where the edges of your back muscles are and very gently lean into those edges. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly folding. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels comfortable, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. It's like seeing your toes stick over the edge of the side of the pool and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. As we step into a new week, we are setting the intention to not be on autopilot. To not just walk into this week reacting to life in the same old ways. We want to be deliberate, and for any of the stumbling blocks and obstacles we may face this week, we want to choose our action from wisdom, not just because it's an old pattern repeating. So let's start with what is known about the week ahead. What is already in the calendar for you this week? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, give yourself a reminder. Create these pictures in your mind of what are some of the things you need to get done this week, some of the places you need to go, some of the people you need to see. Take a moment to walk yourself through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Jack Cornfield gave us a beautiful reminder. He said, the heart is like a garden. So what are you creating this week can also be rephrased as, what are you growing in your garden this week? What seeds are you planting in your heart this week? Where will you place your attention? And how will you water those seeds? So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, the question is, what gets your focus this week? Will it be seeds of fear or seeds of love? What gets your focus this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of the next week, standing in the weekend and looking back. If you look back over the week, what are the things you'd like to see yourself having done this week? Let's say there was a checklist. When you get to the end of the week, what are some of the things for which you'd like to say, I got this done and I got that done? What are some of the things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one and I made progress on that one? What would your checklist look like for the end of this week? Take your next big breath. If you're not growing seeds of fear in your garden this week, how will you deal with the fears? How will you deal with the obstacles and stumbling blocks that may come your way this week? Jack Cornfield's reminder to us was, right now, you have all the ingredients to stop and breathe. So when the stumbling blocks, the obstacles, the fears come your way this week, will you recognize the moment? Will you recognize that this is the moment to stop and breathe? Let's take a moment to rehearse this. Rehearse how you will recognize the moment when stress or anxiety or fear swells up in your body. And instead of acting or reacting, you will be reminded, wait a moment, stop and breathe first. Create that image like a little video clip in your mind. you will recognize the stress, you will recognize the anxiety, and you will remember to stop and breathe. Take your next big breath. Jack Kornfield reminds us that there will be difficulties. And instead of trying to avoid difficulties, we can ask, may I be given the appropriate difficulties? So here's another rehearsal. As I step into this week, I want to remind myself, for every problem that comes up this week, I will recognize it as an appropriate difficulty. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, could you try this affirmation perhaps? I choose to see every problem this week as an appropriate difficulty. I choose to see every problem as an appropriate difficulty. Take your next big breath. And one more rehearsal, one more perhaps affirmation to remind yourself of this week. In every moment, and especially in difficult moments, can I remind myself of my intention? And my intention is, I find joy in the present moment. I will find joy in every present moment. I will appreciate the beauty of what is right here, right now, and I will cultivate gratitude for every experience that shapes me. I find joy in every present moment. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. What seeds will you grow in your garden this week? Will it be seeds of fear that become entangled with everything else like weeds that choke out every beautiful flower? Or will you stop and breathe every time you feel fear and deliberately choose to plant the seeds that will create not just peace now, because it might not help right now, but that will grow a peaceful garden for the future? I'll read to you one more time these few quotes from Jack Cornfield. He says, "The heart is like a garden. It can grow compassion or it can grow fear. It can grow resentment or it can grow love. What seeds will you plant there this week?" He reminds us that whatever your circumstances are, whatever your situation is, wherever you are is the perfect place to awaken. This moment is the exact place to practice compassion and loving awareness. You have all the ingredients to breathe and find freedom just where you are. And then he asks, "May I be given the appropriate difficulties so that my heart can truly open with compassion." Just imagine asking that. Personally, my intention for this week is, I will not act in fear. I will stop and I will breathe. And the fear will not make me look away. I will see. And then I will consciously choose the action that is the true expression of the being that I am. I will not create in fear. I am creating in freedom. And I choose to see all obstacles this week as appropriate difficulties. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this Monday, another opportunity to step into a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for this reminder by Jack. No matter what my situation is, right now is the opportunity to awaken. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being reminded that I can choose to plant seeds of fear or seeds of love. And understanding that when I act in fear, it might feel like it brings relief right now. But sometimes when we act in love, it doesn't feel like it helps anything. But when we act in love, we are sowing the seeds of the future garden. We are growing a garden that will bring a robust sense of peace. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for beautiful teachers that give us reminders of the things we might have forgotten. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Good morning. It's great seeing you pop in and join us. I hope you're having an awesome Monday. Tracy, a very good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the start of a new week. Thank you, Colette. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Beatrix. Thank you, Sun Marie. Wishing you a beautiful week. Spread your wings. Fly off into the week and create at your highest potential. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.